Welcome back to set two. The surprise result in set one, the Spartans taking it 25-20. Meredith O'Gorman definitely earning her starting spot. She's been very active on the block. Michigan State has kept Illinois to the outside, forced a lot of odd angles and some bump sets. The Spartans have cleaned up their game, and they've been able to limit Raina Terry, particularly by keeping Illinois to the outside. It's been Jessica Nungi and Brooke Mosher that have taken a lot of those outside kill attempts.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you, it was still a very good first set in terms of kill numbers for the Illini. They had 13, and Terry, Nungi, and Mosher all had 4. But that was really about it. The Illini really had nothing else doing, and just overall, the matches we've seen Illinois lose have started in very similar fashion. They can't figure it out on defense, lots of confusion. They have a lot of errors, which has haunted them this season, and the opposing team has controlled the lines. I mean, so far, that's the recipes for success the Spartans have had, and it's been working.
Yes, indeed, and a lot of those kills from that trio for Illinois coming really in the first half of the set. Michigan State with a 12-4 run to end it. So for Illinois, how do you get your best player, Raina Terry, involved? And how do you perhaps manage things at the line to prevent Michigan State from keeping you to the outside?
I mean, it just comes down to errors, you know. I think that's exactly why Illinois put themselves in that position they were in the first set. 7 attack errors, and like we said, if they didn't have those, they'd be in a much more comfortable position right now.
Low arc serve taken there. Once again, it's Raina Terry, and now she moves closer to the attack line. Soft touch, Spartans continuing to go after that, but Illinois will control. Jessica Nungi's kill goes through, and Illinois strikes first.
Yeah, that was very nice offense there by the Illini, setting up Nungi in a very nice way to open up set two.
And Diana Brown and Raina Terry on the defensive end sort of slowing the game down a little bit there. Another service error continuing to hurt Illinois. But Brown and Terry slowed down the game there, and that gave Illinois a chance to regroup and get their first point.
Well, Illinois just has to play the volleyball they know they can play. And when they don't do that, problems arise. I mean, we saw it in the first set. Illinois was not playing Illinois volleyball, and that's why they lost the first set. Last weekend, in all 7 sets they played Illinois volleyball, and that was the success they saw.
Laser from Terry, diving dig there from Yosia. Another soft touch. Now Terry's turn, kept alive by the Spartans. That's Nunez. Laser this time goes too long, and Illinois with the point.
Wow, just barely missed that one. Michigan State could have got a big point there. It looked like it landed just a little past the line. Very good attack by the Spartans, but a nice break for the Illini.
Yeah, they're continuing to use the soft touch. That was something Michigan used against Illinois as well. Saw maybe a little hole, slow to react there. Soft touch is mostly coming from O'Gorman and Duzema, as that one deflected off the net, and it will go Michigan State's way.
Yeah, Terry went with the off speed there, tried to put it at the far left end of the Spartan court near the net. Saw an open gap, but just couldn't get it there. I think the net probably helped with the Spartans a little bit there. Created a little ricochet off Terry's off-speed ball there, and the Spartans tied up.
Grace Danziger seeing her first minutes, and the serve goes long once again.
Well, it looks like a couple of errors have hurt both teams so far, and
those errors, whether on the service or on the receipt. And once again, as you talked about, who can take advantage of the other team's errors? There's a cross-court attempt taken by Mosher. The bump set from Barnes. Soft touch from Nungi now, and great placement there by Danziger to deny that. At the net, though, it's Illinois, Diana Brown, and Riley Hinton combining for the block.
Yeah, that was a big play up front there by Hinton and Brown. Very nice play by 2 seniors there, saying no thank you to the Spartans and picking up a nice point for the Illini.
And once again, 2 players as another one goes long, this time from Raina Terry.
Yeah, I'll tell you, George, Raina Terry leads the Big Ten in aces per set, but it comes at a cost. She commits a lot of service errors most of this Illini team, and while she's a super aggressive server, it can hurt the Illini at times, and so far in the second set, it kind of has.
And consider this, that is the third service error of this set for Illinois, and those 3 errors responsible for all 3 of Michigan State's points.
Big reason why the Illini lose games.
Off the deflection there from Hinton, point going to Michigan State. And Rebecca Poljan, another player who's been very active, both on the inside, on the block, and on the outside for the Spartans.
She's had a really nice exterior presence for the Spartans so far. Poljan getting a nice kill there.
Nunji winding up off of a few deflections, kept alive now. More at the net. Once again, Brown and Hinton go to work. That's a very interesting combination to see. Brown again a setter, Hinton usually kept in the middle. Those are 2 players that have made their presence known in the middle. So to see Hinton playing on the outside, to see them combining for that, really a little bit unorthodox, but it's been the most effective in this set. As that one goes into row number 2, and an ace now for Becca Sakota.
Well, I think it's finally appropriate to say that an ace there for the Illini. 13 aces on Saturday night against Michigan. And that was a big reason why the Illini took down the Wolverines the way they did. Out-aced the Wolverines 13-5. And I'll tell you, it was a super impressive showing, but another service error for the Illini.
The serve giveth and the serve taketh away. And now 4 out of 5 points for Michigan State on this set have been from service errors for Illinois.
Just can't have that, George. You just can't.
Terry, once again, very active on the defensive end. Has left the cross-court lasers to Jessica Nunji in this one. Terry with the bump. Off of a few deflections. And at the end of the day, that's Kennedy Collins' point. Very interesting sequence there. Looks like the interior of a pinball machine almost.
I couldn't really tell what was going on there because the Illini, I thought they celebrated early, but I guess not according to the officials. Big swing by Collins.
Aaliyah Moore continuing to get denied at the net. Once again, Diana Brown alongside Jessica Nunji.
Kennedy Collins in there too. Big presence at the net. Has been a super influential middle blocker for the Illini.
On to the quick hit, the set attack, and the point for Michigan State. And that's something, too, for Illinois. They've done a great job neutralizing Aaliyah Moore. Michigan State has tried to get it to her, particularly in this set. Illinois has known that. It seemed to be a common factor in the scouting report. And they've executed accordingly on that front. Soft touch now from Mosher, kept alive by the Spartans. Down the middle, but out of bounds. Illinois with the point. And some errors starting to rear their head from Michigan State, but this time on the attack rather than on the serve.
Yeah, both teams now with 8 attack errors, and Michigan State has been the one who's had some trouble with that in this set so far. Really hurting the Illini. Has given them a handful of free points so far in the second set. Big reason for the 3-point lead. Nice
Continuing to go back up the middle, Emma Monks. As a few players will collide. Collins a little slow to get up. Great play there by Terry, denying the soft touch. Laser once again, and a great job there by Meredith O'Gorman. Illinois not really able to move back to that far side.
Super nice execution there by O'Gorman. Just sending it over on the Illini side. No one able to get to it. And a nice point for the Spartans to kind of calm down the offense and hopefully set the Spartans up for themselves to get a little something going here.
Terry, once again, very active on defense. The bump set. Denied at the net. Collins and Terry. Another soft touch. Great placement, but diving for that one, Diana Brown. Terry off of a few more deflections, kept alive by Nunez. Another one there. Another block from Collins and Terry. That's been the name of the game for Illinois in this set, and it gives them a 3-point lead.
Yeah, the block party for the Illini continuing to strike. 13 blocks against Michigan and a handful already today, 5 against the Spartans. So keeping up that blocks party success are the Illini so far tonight.
Diana Brown with some great defensive plays as well on this series. Soft touch there from Terry. Great placement. And now you're starting to see Raina Terry get involved at the net, at the attack line. The blocks seem to be the recipe, the secret that put her back to where she plays her best. And now she's starting to get very involved. Now up to 5 kills and 4 digs in this one as Michigan State takes a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Illinois up 4 here in the second set from Champaign. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Big Ten Plus.